So I didn't like the lesson of Newbie Dash. This lesson was so bad that I am actually surprised that nobody at Hasbro noticed just how bad the lesson turned out. So just for a little bit of context, in this episode Rainbow Dash finally becomes a Wonderbolt, which has been a dream for a long time. So this episode seems like it's gonna be good, but oh boy, it's not. So on the first day, Rainbow Dash crashes into a garbage can, and they all continue to call her Rainbow Crash, which she does not like, which she makes clear, by the way. But they all continue to make fun of her, even though she says that she doesn't like the nickname. And at the end of the episode, Rainbow Dash just has to accept her nickname without complaining. What the fuck? That is a terrible lesson to be teaching. And okay, just to make it clear, friends make fun of each other all the time. It's not a big fucking deal. Friends make fun of each other all the time. But here's the thing. Usually it's in a way where the friend is not offending the other person, so it's kind of like making fun of each other but in a joking way. But in this episode, Rainbow Dash makes it clear that she doesn't like the Rainbow Crash nickname, but they still make fun of her anyways. And that's where the problem starts, because look, if in this episode they call her Rainbow Crash and Rainbow Dash just laughs it off and she doesn't really care, then it's not really a big deal. It's like, oh, okay, they're just jokingly making fun of her. But but she makes it clear that she doesn't like the nickname, but they still make fun of her anyways. And the worst part about this episode is that at the ending, Rainbow Dash just has to accept her nickname. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to teach for the kids? Pretty much what this episode is saying is that it's okay to be an asshole. Like, what the fuck? That is not a good lesson. I mean, I don't know if I'm missing something here, but oh boy, this lesson is so bad. I mean, I watched this episode. I watched this episode for the first time when I was 10 years old, and even when I was 9 years old, I was like, wait a minute, there's something off about the lesson here. If I think this lesson is bad, even at 9 years old, then you know that there's something fucked up about the lesson here. And not only that, but the episode is also bad. This whole episode is just Rainbow Dash torture. And that's never fun to watch. I mean, this whole episode. I mean, at the beginning, Rainbow Dash gets accepted into the Wonderbolts, and obviously that's amazing. But this whole episode, Rainbow Dash is just, getting tortured and, bullied by the other Wonderbolts. And that's pretty much the entire episode, and that's not fun to watch. And I mean, the episode is not all bad. I mean, there was this amazing scene in the episode where Rainbow Dash acts like the other main six. And that was pretty funny. I like that scene. And Rainbow Dash's Fluttershy impression was absolute fucking gold. So that's another good thing about the episode. But even though this episode has some good moments, the majority of the episode is still bad. It's just Rainbow Dash torture the whole way through, and it's just not fun to watch at all. Overall, the lesson of Newbie Dash is absolutely horrible, and not only that, but the episode itself is also bad. I would even go as far as to say that this episode is worse than 28 Pranks Later, because at least 28 Pranks Later, they were trying to do a good lesson. They just didn't really go about it the right way. They went about it in an absolutely horrible way, by the way, but at least they were trying to teach something good. But as for this episode, they were not really trying to teach anything, as far as I can tell. I mean, I can't even tell what they were trying to teach here. I mean, at the ending of the episode, they were like, "Hey, you just gotta accept your nickname because all of us have shitty nicknames." And I mean, that's not good enough. I mean, Rainbow Dash doesn't like the nickname. And at the end of the episode, they just say, you just gotta accept the nickname. So what's the lesson supposed to be? Is it supposed to be, hey, it's fine to be an asshole, Because if that's the lesson, that's absolutely awful. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, then click the other video right here. Or you can click right here if you want to subscribe and join the fun team. We are close to 2025, guys. Let's go. We are going to rule 2025.